You ever see a little kid sitting by herself, looking so out of place you wonder if the world even notices she's there? That's how it started for me. Just a regular Thursday, nothing special. And then I spotted her. I mean, how many times do you walk past something weird and tell yourself, not my problem, right? But there she was, tiny hands clenched, shoes scraped up, sitting on those cold concrete steps outside the Whitmore building, eyes red and shoulders shaking like she was holding the whole world on her back. And the security guy? He just looked right through her, didn't even blink. So there I am, Mike Carson, 41 years old, calluses all over my hands, busted up from years in auto shops, and now wearing this janitor uniform that's seen better days, carrying a sad little paper bag with a sandwich in it that's supposed to be my lunch. And I'm late. As usual, because my kid Dylan kept me up all night coughing. But when I see her curled up, knees hugged to her chest, something in me just stops, you know? Like I can't just keep walking. Let me back up a sec. My boy Dylan, he's 7, asthma, and after his mom got killed by a drunk driver, he became my whole world. So seeing a little girl looking like the universe had just chewed her up, I had to do something. I crouched down next to her. Yeah, probably a mistake if you're late for work, but whatever. You okay, sweetheart? I ask, and she doesn't even talk, just looks at me with these huge, scared eyes. I got this sinking feeling, thinking of Dylan back when things were roughest. So what the hell? I open my bag, pull out my one sandwich, turkey and cheese a little squished, and offer it to her. It's not much, but it's fresh. She takes it with hands still shaking. And right then I hear this sharp click. Heels on the sidewalk. Expensive, you know the type. Next thing I know, a black SUV door slams, and a woman appears. Impeccable, stone-cold business face. Sunglasses you could see your whole reflection in. Alina, she snaps, voice so sharp it could cut glass, and the girl looks up. So that's her name. The woman stares at me, at my uniform, at the sandwich, sizing me up like I'm some kind of threat, or maybe just a mess she'll have to clean up. You're the cleaner from 17, aren't you? She says, not even asking, just knowing. And I'm sweating bullets now. But Alina whispers, he was nice, mommy. That kind of stops the woman. She softens a little, looks at her daughter, then back at me. Thank you. Most people walk right past. She turns to her assistant, tells her to bring the car around, then looks at me and says, you should come with us. I freeze. Did I just get myself arrested for being nice? But she says quick, you're not in trouble. We need to talk. And suddenly I'm riding in the back of a black SUV with the CEO of Whitmore Tech and her daughter, wondering if I'm about to get fired or if I just fell into an alternate universe. Inside the car, the silence is heavy. The woman finally introduces herself as Claire Whitmore. Yeah, that Whitmore, the big boss of 12,000 people. Alina's eating the sandwich, way calmer now. And Claire's eyes soften, just a little, when she looks at her. She tells me her daughter ran away after a fight with the nanny. Security couldn't find her, but a guy with a mop and a sandwich did. I try to explain. I'm not a hero, ma'am, just saw a kid in trouble but she stops me. That was your lunch, wasn't it? I shrug. Yeah, but kids come first. Alina blurts out, you're a nice daddy. And suddenly Claire's looking at me like she's seeing something she hasn't seen in a while. She asks if I'm a single parent. I nod. Tell her about Dylan. About the rough years after the accident, just trying to keep afloat. And then she says it. She wants to offer me something, a chance. Not because she feels sorry, but because kindness isn't nothing. Most people don't even bother. I can't lie, I'm stunned. We pull up to the tower, and Claire leads me inside. Not through the side, like usual, but through the main doors. Receptionists stiffen. Security stares, and I'm trying to blend in with the carpet. She brings me to a conference room where her operations chief, James, is waiting. He's got that shark look, sizing me up. Claire tells him, Mike's joining us as a culture consultant. Starting salary, 65 grand. Full health for him and his boy. You could hear a pin drop. James blinks, but Claire just smiles, says, "Don't worry. You'll have time for your son." My hands are shaking. I don't know what to say. Never had anything just given to me. Never had my luck turn on a dime. Next thing, I'm thrown into meetings with the marketing team. Folks in sharp suits, perfect hair, sipping expensive lattes. Bella, the creative director, tries to make me feel welcome. But mostly they're all staring, like I'm an alien. James keeps glancing over, clearly doesn't trust this whole thing. I just listen, take notes. But not about marketing or campaigns. I watch the people. How the intern gets talked over. How everyone jumps when Bella speaks up. How deadlines are killing the designers. All these little things people don't say, you know what I mean? One day, someone whispers, "She's tough, Claire. No mistakes." Another mumbles, "Unless you're this guy." I just keep my head down. But every day, I bring 2 sandwiches. One for me, one just in case. And every day, I see it more clearly. The place is polished outside but kind of rotting inside. Folks are scared, not loyal. Surviving, not thriving. End of the week, Claire calls me up. No assistant, just her, arms crossed, looking out the window. She asks, "Well?" I tell her the truth. "You built something powerful." But folks don't love power. They love purpose. They're dying for it. She's silent, then slides over a folder. Permanent contract, higher salary, training, a note. Kindness isn't weakness. I'm floored. Just then, Alina bursts in with a drawing. Me, her, and Dylan on a park bench. A dinosaur in the corner. I blink back tears. Maybe, just maybe, life's turning a page. But there's always a twist, right? Downstairs, James is brewing. He's been loyal 15 years, made himself indispensable, and now some janitors sitting with the CEO? He calls a late meeting. Whispers poison. We don't really know who Mike is. No degree. DUI 10 years ago. I want dirt. Sends off a PI to dig. Monday, I launch a new project, Table Talks. Everyone eats together. Different departments. One kind thing to share. Suddenly, the office is buzzing, people laughing. Even Claire's smiling with an intern. James bursts in, waving a file. "Mike, we need to talk." In front of everyone, he spills my past. Job losses, DUI, dropping out. The room goes silent. My knuckles go white. I disclose what was required. The DUI was expunged. I never lied. James sneers. "But you didn't volunteer it, did you?" Claire's furious, but I hold up a hand. Let him finish. James barks, "You don't belong. You're just a janitor playing dress up." But right then, Alina walks in, clutching a note for me. "You're my hero, Mr. Mike. I drew you saving my sandwich from a dragon." I look up, eyes burning, but not with shame. "This isn't about me," I say. "It's about who gets to matter." People only dig up your past if they're scared of your future. The murmurs get louder. Claire steps up. "James, you're suspended pending review. You forgot what matters. People need purpose, not perfect resumes." James sputters. Security escorts him out. Folks turn to me, not just with respect, but with trust. But storms don't just end. Do they? James isn't done, not by a long shot, and neither is the story. Maybe that's the real lesson. Kindness can turn your life upside down in ways you never expect. But it'll also paint a target on your back. So, let's hear it. Would you trust a guy with a past? Or does it always come back to haunt you? Drop your thoughts below, 'cause honestly, in this world, everyone's got a story, and the lines between right and wrong, they're never as clean as you think.